You know, I know these guys are only mercenaries, so if any form of media has taught me anything, mercenaries are always strapped for cash. But if these guys had enough money to buy themselves an entire tank battalion, I feel like they could have sprung for a little bit of oil to oil those damn things, because holy hell, they are squeaky. Hey everybody, TBGhunter here, and welcome back to more Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Last time we arrived back in Prague to go after the Contessa, because not only is she a member of the Claw Gang, she also has in her possession the Clockwork Eyes. And also Carmelita, but who really cares about her? She's always trying to go after Sly in the game, but mostly Sly. Well, then again, she is being hypnotized to basically take the fall for this war that the Contessa has decided to go at with Interpol, so maybe it would be in our best interest to save her as well. Anyways, tonight we're going to head out and start doing some things to make the Contessa's life hell for this war, and I'm going to start with Murray. We haven't been using Murray a whole lot lately, and I feel like he's the most underutilized character in this game because, well, he's the only character that has an entire episode basically making him completely unusable. So, of course, why not pick Murray? Give the big guy some love, because I love this big pink idiot. Alright, gonna hop on down here. Glad the tank driver in here does not notice the giant hippo right on top of his tank. And we are going to make our way into the Contessa's grounds. Now, the reason I picked Murray over, say, Sly or Bentley for this is because, well, the way the missions are set up for this first segment of the heist, it basically allows you to go back to the safe house multiple times with Sly and Murray. But with Bentley, it's more out of the way, so that's why I usually like to save Bentley for last, is because it's just more convenient and things can stay pretty fast-paced and on track when I do it this way. So Sly's going to be safe for second, Murray's going to be first because his mission ends literally right back at the safe house itself, and Bentley, I think, is right here with Bentley? No, it's actually right down in underneath the bridge over there. That's right. Alright, before we do anything else, of course, clue bottle. And also, there's a bit of an Easter egg inside this little graveyard right here. It's noticeable on a couple of graves, however, let's see, there's one. If you take a look at the grave right here, check it out. Yep, it's Rocket. Unfortunately, he was buried here, and I'm guessing because he's a robot and there's multiple graves dedicated to him, I'm gonna guess that he was split in multiple pieces and stuck underneath each of these graves. What does the date say for the rest in peace Rocket? I think that says July 2004? It's really hard to tell what that lettering is supposed to be, but that is definitely 2004 right there. Poor Rocket. I really miss that game. And I don't know why I'm saying I miss it, because I still have it. I can play it anytime I want, but I miss that series because Rocket was a pretty unique game for its time, and it's a really slept-on game, as I've come to learn. Which sucks because, you know, it's a quality game, and one of Sucker Punch's best, even though it was their very first game ever made, but still. I feel like they should try to go back and make a Rocket game at some point, or hell, remake the Rocket game. Get more people to notice the character, because it's definitely worth something to check out if you can ever find a copy of it. I'm just gonna grab that right over there real quick, and let's start Murray's mission.
Hey Murray, can you see the general from there?
Nope. Just an old man coming up the ramp.
Don't let his appearance fool you. That's General Clawfoot, and he's one of the toughest old soldiers you'll ever see. Not to mention head of castle security.
What if he doesn't want to come? I don't want to hurt him.
Oh, don't worry about that. He's only afraid of two things: fire and water. Other than that, you couldn't hurt him if you wanted to. He might even come in handy along the way, as a projectile.
Wow, that is handy.
Bentley, your complete disregard for the elderly is concerning. Also, that's like, I think like the only time in the game that Murray is like very passive towards an enemy. I mean, granted, General Clawfoot is an old man, but still. It's weird hearing Murray take on the gentle giant persona instead of, you know, being ready to just go and throw hands with everything that has a living pulse. So, the general right here, given the fact that he's a bat, or just completely does not give a single damn about what's going on, he won't attack you. He's just completely passive. He just marches around back and forth on this little platform right here. I like the fact that he has a tiny little walking stick. It actually was something I did not know for the longest of times. Also, notice that he doesn't have any claws on the end of his wings like the regular bat soldiers do, which is, well, that's actually a nice little touch because he's an old general instead of like a fresh young soldier. But then we're just gonna punch him right here, take him with us, and head back to the safe house with him. Bentley, do you really need to mark it in the binoculcom? We literally just came from the safe house. It's not like we're taking him to a discreet location. We come from the place that we always come from. Now, running around with the general is kind of dangerous. I would like to equate him to the water bug mission from Rajan's jungle because he will alert guards nearby. Granted, you don't get to use the water bug as a projectile attack against the guards in that mission, but still, I like to equate him with that just because he's able to alert guards, and I like the fact that the guards actually will stop chasing you as soon as you break into Neela's side because they're like, oh crap, there's actual tanks over there that we will be shot at. If they see us, oh wait, is we gonna get shot at? No, give me the old man. Ooh. Ooh. No, relinquish the old man. Alright, General, it's time to spill the beans.
Well, General Clawfoot, we've got a lot to talk about. You wouldn't by chance know the security codes to the castle gates, Don't feel like talking, huh? How about a little of this? Talk, you scoundrel!
Bentley, I believe what we're doing is violating the Geneva Convention because doesn't the Geneva Convention cover the torturing of POWs? Alright, your belt! Oh, good, we saved it. Alright, well, as I said, we're right back at the safe house. We're done with Murray's mission, so let's head back in and get our boy Sly out. Now, Sly's mission for this is actually pretty fun, I would say. It actually has one of my favorite Easter eggs in this game associated with it, as well as the fact that it will allow us to go around the castle grounds and also get any of the remaining clue bottles we might be missing. First things first, though, I want to relieve this guy of his wares. He's got a shiny in his pocket, and as you know, shiny is always good in my opinion. Of course, when it's a bronze, that is a different story. Alright, before we go and start the mission, that clanking up there has been getting on my nerves for far too long. I'm going to take care of this guard real quick. You just spontaneously got a shiny in your pocket. Now I want it even more. Yoink. Bronze again. Geez, so many low-ranking grunts in the Contessa's army, I swear. Just gonna break that clue bottle, and then let's head over and start the next mission, shall we?
Alright, Sly, there's your new objective. Sneak inside and smash the coffin of the evil wolf priestess.
Sounds pretty harsh. Does the old girl really deserve that sort of treatment?
Weren't you listening? She was an evil wolf priestess. Once you smash the coffin, it'll free all the ghosts trapped in there with her.
Okay, I don't know where you're going with all of this, but freeing trapped ghosts sounds vaguely heroic.
You know, freeing trapped spirits is vaguely heroic until they start haunting and murdering everybody that you know and love. I've seen all the horror movies that involve freeing trapped ghosts. There's always a curse associated with them, or they always turn out to be evil, and oh, many lives are lost by the end of the movie. Speaking of losing lives, I'm just gonna go in here. Bye. Alright, down into the crypt we go with a swinging axe defense system. Seriously, I swear, Contessa, she's one for theatrics, I swear. Alright, it's just gonna hang on those. You could just jump through it, but I found like the timing for these things can get really off at times. Like, right there, it was actually in sync for a bit, but now it's like going very out of sync. It's just, sometimes it can be wonky, sometimes it can be easy. Right. Anyways, do a little bit of grave robbing. Just get up here, smash this, and that takes care of all the enemies.
Nice work. Now head outside, and I'll imager in your binocular to capture ghosts.
Didn't I just set these guys free? Why would I want to capture them again?
Not to worry, it's only a short-term confinement. Gather all the ghosts, then set them free down the chimney of Neela's headquarters.
I get you. She'll think it's a sneak attack from the Contessa.
Correct. If I did my math right, and I always do my math right, Neela should respond to the assault by purchasing more firepower.
Anything bad for the Contessa is good for us. And we get to really freak out Neela.
Alright, so now instead of Sly Cooper, we are now playing Fatal Frame because we get to take a picture of ghosts. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about matching up a bunch of symbols to increase the power of our photos. All we gotta do, line up the reticule and snap a pic. So, as you can see, there's a lot of ghosts that we free. That they are all over the place. I think like a majority of them are over on the Contessa side, and there's one or two over by me. Yeah, it looks like there's two over there. Maybe three. I think one might be hanging around over by the other electrical wire. So, while we go in and get our ghosts, we are also going to go around and hopefully find all the clue bottles hidden around here. I see a couple right now, which we are going to go and grab. Here's one. And let's see if we can actually paraglide over to number 2. Here's number 2. You get out of here. And can I paraglide down to the one onto the cage? Yes, I can. 3 and 4. Lovely. Alright. I'm going to wait for this guy to just move right past. I don't think he has anything good in his pocket. Nope. It's completely empty. Well, so, no, actually, no, wait, there are coins. I can see him clip through. But he doesn't have any shiny on him, so I don't really care. What I do care about is the clanking over here. I want it. Let's see. I think there was a ghost around. Oh, yeah. Yep, there he is. It's like, I could hear the moaning. You know, I really feel bad for these guys, if you think about it real quick. They've spent, decades. I'm gonna go by decades, not eternities and such, but decades inside that coffin with the evil wolf priestess. Then, after so long, someone finally breaks the seal and releases them back into the world, and granted, they are not malevolent spirits, they're just out floating around and doing their own thing, but then the same person who was their savior is capturing their souls again. I can't get a good angle on this guy. Oh, I say that as he flies right in view. I am also surprised that that picture also counted. Wow, the Contessa is already invested in stealth technology. She might actually get the upper hand on this war. The add or the draw distance for the remake is really, really bad at times. Alright. You have anything on you? Don't think I see a shiny. Wait. Maybe? Possibly? Nope, no shiny. Alright, well in that case, I'm going to go for you. 3 and 4. Ooh. It's not a bronze medal, so it might be worth a little bit more. Alright. Let's see. There's... Oh, that's right. There's one up in the re-education tower. And then I believe there's another one at the very top of, like, the main part of the castle. And there's another one that has a bottle clink around here somewhere. Or I might just be hearing things. It might just be that. Something I kind of like to take note of when it comes to the locations of these ghosts is, like, where they are haunting. Because, as you saw, one was floating around in the graveyard, one was floating around by those cages, and one was floating around by the guillotine down there. So I'm wondering if that's the location that these guys actually died at. Which, it'd make the most sense. Maybe one was up here at the very top of the castle, he fell, and that's what led to his death, as many of the wolf guards can attest to, with their Acme-style fall death animation. Still one of my favorites. I'm gonna guess that when it comes to these tall towers, I'm just gonna say that the wolf ghost up here maybe fell, unless something really bad happened at the re-education tower. I did not want to break that table. I wanted to smack him in the face with the electrical cane, but oh well. So either, like, something really bad happened at this tower, or he fell to his death. Alright, how are we? Okay, we are 6 away from getting all the cool bottles, and I see number 6 down there. 6, and there's 4. Ooh. Just barely. Now I'm wondering what happened to this guy over here, if he's haunting this little... I'm gonna say motor pool because there's so many, like, fuel canisters and tanks and trucks patrolling around it. But I don't think this stuff was around when these guys were alive, so I don't know what the cause for their death was. Ooh, that could have been bad. But you have a shiny in your pocket, and I must relinquish you of it. Yoink. Silver. I'll take it. Better than bronze, that's for sure. Okay, bottle. Where are we missing a bottle? I feel like there's a bottle around here somewhere. I know I should be going after the ghost. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Maybe we'll find the bottle when we come back here as Bentley. But if I can get it all in one go as Slide, then that's just perfect. Oh, there it is. Get it right behind this searchlight. And let's see. I think that's all the bottles in the back part of the Contessa's castle. I'm not hearing any clinking, but I am seeing a phantom shine right over there. And why not? Let's relinquish you with whatever wares you got on you. Ooh, gold. Thank you so much. I will put it to good use. Alright, well, the fact I'm not hearing any clinking anymore must mean that we have cleaned that area out completely. It's really hard to ride back up on these things because you can always just miss the jump and hit those electrical pylons. Hello. Ooh, got him. Alright, just 2 more ghosts to take pictures of, and they are right over there. Just gonna need to avoid the tank patrols. Hop up back onto the rooftops, and now we should be safe. Alright, so there's something I like to make note of here during this mission. Our mission here is to capture all the spirits and drop them down Neela's chimney to freak her out and make her basically up the ante in terms of her army. But there's already one ghost haunting the bank, so it's just like, do we really need to capture him? Because he's already doing our job for us. Oh, well. Oh, that should have definitely counted. I'm just gonna stay right here. Hopefully he'll fly back around over there. There he is. Got him. Well, half of him. And there's your friend. Got him.
Okay, Sly, you have all the ghosts. Now just make your way to Neela's HQ and drop them down her chimney.
I like that. For a split frame right there, the ghost actually phased out of the photo. He's so dead and so haunted that even photos can't contain his spirit. Anyways, Merry Christmas, Neela. This is from the game to you.
So the Contessa wants war, eh? Perhaps it's time I purchase a little air power. A few bombers should put that old charlatan in her place.
Alright, and that is it. Now, we could go back to the safe house and swap to Bentley to finish up this section of the heist. But I actually want to swing my way back over to the crypt that we broke the Wolf Priestess's coffin in. And there's a reason behind that. It's because that there is a little Easter egg associated with that place. And once again, it is also one of my favorites in the game. Also, before we do that, I want to go over here and smash this bottle. There we go. The sounds of it clinking was driving me insane. Hi there, it's Future Me. Normally I don't do this as it throws off the flow of the video. However, I'm going to have to cut out the Easter egg every time I've tried to do so has resulted in, well... So instead, to keep things going, I'm just going to smash cut us back to the safe house and continue the game normally from there. The Easter egg will still be shown among others that I've discovered since the start of this LP at the end in a bonus video. Alright, so we're back here in the safe house. We've done everything with Sly, we've done everything with Murray. It is time to head out with the brains of the operation, Bentley. I'm gonna save the treasure for when we're done with the heist or when we get close to the end. Maybe like right before we go to the grand heist itself. And as you can see, Bentley's mission is all the way over there. So I think in the interest of time, I'm going to just cut myself over there because I doubt you want to see me just trying to sneak back into the consensus grounds for the 5th time in a row now. So I will see you all in just a little bit. Okay, and we have finally made it. We are at the back of the castle. We're by this little rigged tiara treasure is located. And right here is Bentley's mission.
That's it. I knew she'd have a bad mojo collector to transport the overflow.
Huh?
It's a semi-magical device that sucks up bad mojo. I'll need it to gather the runoff from these spouts.
Wow, sounds easy.
Not really. Bad mojo is a powerfully dark force. Take any damage while carrying that collector and you're done for.
Wow, sounds hard.
Yes, it presents an interesting tactical challenge. Perhaps I could use the death traps native to these crypts against any foe that might attempt to thwart my collection of the ectoplasm.
Huh? No way that'll work. I'd use that switch to smash up the guards before they ever got near me.
Precisely. Once all 4 cylinders of the collection device are full, that should be enough black magic to destroy the Mind Shuffler.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to probably the darkest and also most gruesome mission in the game. Basically, we gotta commune with dark forces and grab all the bad mojo coming out of these collectors, and the fact that this isn't the only time that Sly in the game have had to deal with dark magic and such is really weird in my opinion. And almost in every game in the series also has to deal with dark magic. So, what we're gonna want to do, grab the collector, and once we head out there, oh, nope, once we grab it, the fun begins. Basically, you want to just take out the guards with the little trap things right here. I think, actually, for the best thing, I'm going to put the sleep bomb on. I usually don't find myself using the sleep bomb a whole lot. However, when it comes to how frantic some of these little missions are, it makes sense. And the fact that you can drop it behind you in case you have to deal with any guards chasing after you or getting a little too close for comfort, like that right there. Get a 3-for-1. There we go. I also don't like the fact that Bentley takes great pleasure in crushing these guards to death, who are just trying to do their job and trying to stop all this bad energy, just, you know, escaping from some 2-bit thief who's running around just absolutely destroying their friends and trying to basically build a bomb out of dark energy. Maybe these guys know better and they're trying like, no, stop, this is a horrible thing you're doing, don't do this. I only get paid minimum wage to protect this crypt.
Looks like the spouts run out of bad mojo. No matter, I'm 1/4 of the way to a full tank.
You heard right, only 1/4. We have 3 more crypts to hit. So, without further ado, let's head out.
I'm not really sure how to use your computer, but a new crypt should be up in your binoculcom.
That's a lot of guards patrolling. Hold on a second. Okay, it's all the way on the far side because of course it is. Now, before we go and go to that final crypt, or the next crypt, not the final crypt, I wish it was the final crypt, that would make my job that much easier. I'm gonna want to hop up onto this rooftop real quick because lo and behold, there is our final clue bottle. And I'm just gonna take care of this. Oh dear. I'm just gonna, yeah, you go down there. Oh, bats! Alright. That should be every... of course it isn't. I'm just gonna go this way. So, not taking any damage also applies to getting to the next crypts. This is actually a pretty stealth-heavy mission, aside from the fact that you have to murder guards by dozens in those crypts. Just because you need to avoid the guards out in the field as well to make sure you don't get blown up by all this dark energy. Thankfully, we are right next to the second crypt, so let's punch in the code and head in there. Oh yeah, it's this one. So this is actually probably one of the more broken crypts in the game. What you want to do is wait for these wolf guards to get about up to the second line. And just basically use this axe attack to take them out. They will never get anywhere near the third line. This area is so broken, it's ridiculous. But I might as well show off the other crypt attacks. Let's see, I believe this one's swords. Yep, that's swords. This one, I believe, is shooting knives. Yep. And of course, tried and true, the axe. And then this one, I believe, is... oh, it's crushers. I thought these were flames. I could only tell because of the scorch marks on the ground, or what looked to be scorch marks.
Heads up.
Bentley, please. These guys, they all have families. They're all just trying to do their best to protect their boss and do their job. They don't need to die by the dozens. Uh-oh. Yeah, one thing I don't like about this is the fact that the wolf guards actually will form little shields, or living shields, or I guess at this point, dead shields, to protect their friends, because their little buddies behind them will kind of clip into their bodies, and it'll take a while before they can get in a position to get hit by the axe. But like I said, you can just stick with this axe for the most part, and you won't ever have to worry about anything. Sometimes you might need to go to the sword, but I doubt you'll ever need to use the crushers or the throwing knives. Yeah, just like right there, he was clipping into his body. That way, couldn't hit him. Oh dear. As I said, you never need to use the knives. He said, almost needing to use the knives.
Sorry about that.
Swing and a miss. Thankfully, these are incredibly sharp swords that even the dull or the blunt side of them, not the sharp sides, can still take out a guard easily. They just have to walk right into it.
Excellent. Another chamber in my mojo collector is full. Moving on to the third crypt.
There should be a new waypoint in your binocular.
I'm just gonna throw that little health extractor out and completely miss. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay, I didn't think that would happen. I thought the health extractor had to actually touch the ground before you could activate it, but no, he just yanked him right off the edge. But that's what it does. It will basically suck up any enemies a la Ghostbusters and will extract all the health from them. So basically, if you use it and you're low on health or you need more ability power, then there you go. Otherwise, it's kind of a broken weapon, I will admit. It can take out basically every guard in the game, aside from maybe like 2 very big environmental hazards. So regular guards, enforcers, flashlight guards, the works, you don't have to worry about them because this thing will suck everything up. Alright, so here we are. This is what I thought was the final crit, but then I was wrong. Also, I hate the fact that this thing is a giant terrifying spider designed to it. It only took me until recently to realize, oh wait, that thing's supposed to be a spider. I think it was just because of the low poly count from the original Slytude. It always confused me as a kid. This one is also the most chaotic out of all of them. So there's a lot of things we get. We got some crushers, we got some flame spitters, we got a thing that fills the room with sleeping gas. The works. I'm just gonna move back here real quick. Come on. One thing I will enjoy is the fact that the guards will actually hit their friends with their little maces if they miss them or if their friends are a little too close for comfort. I'm just gonna punch this real quick. Drop sleeping gas all over the place, and it's actually very generous in terms of sleeping gas being dropped.
Eat that.
I'm just gonna drop a sleeping palm right there as well. Nope, that's not ready yet. Oh boy. Yeah, as I said, this is the most chaotic out of all of them. It doesn't really... All the other ones have a sort of rhythm to them, but this one doesn't really. It's just try to stay away from them and stay alive until you see a trap ready to go. Like that.
Watch out!
And more often than not, I always find myself calling it a little making it a little too close for comfort, as I probably should say. Oh, damn. I thought you would actually get put to sleep. Oh, well. Alright, we still... Okay, there's a trap ready to go. Come on, getting together. There we go. I'm surprised it actually got that guard over there. Oh, dear. If there's any area that I'm going to get hit by these guards in, it's probably going to be this one, with just how crazy it is. Just wait for these guys to all pack together. Get it? Packed together because they're wolf guards. I'm sorry. Not really. I don't apologize for my puns. Alright, these should be the last two guards, and of course they were trying to taunt me, but it was nowhere near enough.
That does it for this room. Looks like I've only got one more crypt to go.
I'm really getting the hang of this. I just sent you another waypoint, but it's kind of buried in the well. Yeah, you'll figure it out.
You know what? Extract. Oh, I thought it was like purely quiet. Ooh, okay. I don't know where that guy came from. Let's see if I can put this guy to sleep, though. Yep, that works. Alright. Murray said down the well, so down the well we go. And lo and behold, of course it would be right here. So this one's more of a rhythm base. A lot of the little trap areas kind of have a little rhythm to it in terms of like where the guards are going. But this one definitely has the most. Like, if you're good with your timing, these guards will never get past this first wave of traps. Sometimes the flame jets, I will say, are kind of finicky at times, because there have been times where I've activated the flame jets, but they run out just as the guard jumps on, but the flames are still there, but it counts as the guard's not getting burned. Like, right there for a second, it looked like it was about ready to go out just as the guard was hopping on there. And I might as well show off what happens if you press the final trap here. Wait for more guards to hop in. From hop over here and zap. Ooh! Hi! How's it going? This is... I never thought I would actually get hit with this. This is what I get for being a show-off. Whoops! Anyways, back to the rhythm game. Another thing I actually do like is the fact that if you actually press the little drawbridge button a little too early, then even though it counts as a guard over a pit, it still will raise back up and the guard just basically falls right through the bridge. Ooh, that was close.
Eat physics.
This is just pitiful at this point. These guys are just basically just marching to their deaths. I really feel bad for them at times. Oh dear.
Eat that.
Maybe once in a while you'll need to hit the electrical button. But more often than not, you really won't have to worry. You just need to keep a nice steady rhythm. And that should be the last of the guards.
Alright, the deed is done. With a mojo collector at full capacity, I should be able to blow the clockwork eyes off that mine shuffler. This is going to be great.
Bentley, the fact that you have dark magic at your disposal to basically turn into a bomb is very, very concerning.
All right, fellas, let's get down to business. The first steps to escalating the war between Neela and the Contessa have gone well. We are down to the final setups before we spring our trap. Sly, I need you to steal a voice modulator from the castle and install it under Neela's headquarters. If all goes as planned, it should allow us to give orders to her mercenaries without being detected. Unfortunately, Neela's recent bomber purchase has made her army over-enthusiastic, and they might strike before we're ready. Which leads me to Murray. I need you to hotwire one of the Contessa's tanks and go to town on the mercenaries. We just need to intimidate them a little. And finally, I'll venture back into the crypts to power up that old computer in the re-education tower. We're going to need it to save Carmelita. Oh, and Sly, if you haven't already got one, you'll need to buy a paraglider for the heist. Okay, let's move out!